got tasked with groceries. Wanted to make a video. So I figured I'd try something new. Do it in the car. Le'Veon Bell. So what do I think about him? I think he is one of the best running backs in the league. I do think he benefited from having a phenomenal offensive line, and I think we saw a little bit of that with Connor doing well this year. So there's that whole argument of, do you pay Bell a ton of money with Connor doing so well? So, is it his offensive line, not the running back? So the main questions we got to ask: who's got the cap space for Le'Veon Bell? Who needs a running back? And who would pay that running back $17 million? He turned down the initial contract offer the final contract offer that the Steelers gave to him. It was 5 years, $70 million, $33 million guaranteed, which was basically extending the franchise tag for 1 year. So if he had played for the franchise tag this year, it would have been 14 and change for this season. And then if he had gone into next season, he would have had that year fully guaranteed as well. But there was no guaranteed money after that. So he would have received $33 million in guaranteed money over 2 years, which, same thing as the franchise tag if you were allowed to do it 1 more year. So the reason he turned it down was because there was no guaranteed money after that. There was no financial security in the event that he tore an ACL or, XYZ, whatever. I think the 49ers could be an interesting team. I think they could be a dark horse. I think having Jimmy Garoppolo coming back and since they paid a huge chunk of his salary this past year, they still have over the next 2 years over $60 million each year, and that's before cuts or anything they got to do. Oh no, ambulance!
Here comes a meat wagon! Woo, woo, woo. And the medic gets out and says, "Oh my God!"
Okay. Oh shit, where was I? The 49ers. They have a lot of cap space. They'd have to eat kind of the $4 million that you'd be paying McKinnon, or whatever they're paying him. But if you're getting Le'Veon Bell, absolutely worth it. The Colts are a huge team in this game. They have the most cap space of anyone, and they've already tried to solve their running back problem for Andrew Luck with fucking Trent Richardson or whatever the hell the third overall pick's name was, and they gave up a first round pick for him. What the hell were you thinking? Ugh. Okay, well, I think Bell to the Colts makes a lot of sense in my mind. I think there's a huge advantage to going and seeing, Andrew Luck is healthy. He's back to form. T-Rex hates push-ups. Then maybe you look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs cut Hunt after his domestic violence issue, and I think that would be an intriguing option for Bell. I think they're clearly the best team on the list of teams that could want him feasibly. I don't know how realistic it is. I do know they have a lot of cap space, so they do have the room. I'm not sure what of their rookies need to be re-upped on contracts or who they need to re-sign, but they're a team you could definitely see make a play for Bell. Especially while Mahomes is on a rookie contract. They're going to want to take advantage of that to the fullest. Andy Reid's no dummy. I like Andy Reid a lot. The final team that we're looking at the Jets. Obviously second most cap space, so big money. We do not have that stud playmaker, so we don't have that star number one receiver, that star option. Every one of our guys are on pretty cheap or reasonable contracts due to us, drafting poorly. And this team has been desperate for a star. So I expect McCagnon to make a full court press on Bell. I do think that $17 million is going to be an easy number for us to hit, considering the contract that we offered up Kirk Cousins last year. I think they will try to make that strong push for him. Why would he choose the Jets? That's kind of where it gets a little murky, because he was a Jets fan as a kid, so that's, I guess a benefit. I don't know how much my childhood team would play into me, in my career. But, maybe that's a thing. Maybe he's always dreamed about playing for the Jets.
Hey, Jamal Adams was upset about your tweet saying 60 mil ain't enough to go to the Jets.
Because it's true.
Well, he's probably not getting 60 million guaranteed. I'd be pretty surprised if that happened. So we'll see. I mean, when you look at the Colts, their offensive line is just so much better than ours, and it's not even really close. They have filled that offensive line with young talent, and it is going to be rock solid for a long time. That could help extend Bell's career. Now, the one thing maybe you say is that the Patriots are on the downslope, and maybe he wants to try and go into a division that could be taken over by the Jets. I don't think I buy that at all, just because he's a running back and his shelf life, he knows he's got a short shelf life left. He has a lot of miles on him. Now, granted, I do think those are highway miles because he does a lot of running out of bounds. It doesn't really take too many pounding hits like some of the running backs we saw when they get to that 30-year-old threshold or so. So he's got 3 years, really. Is he going to wait those 2 years for Tom Brady to retire and for the Jets to take over the division, or does he believe it can happen this year? That's going to be a big thing. I think he's going to go for the most money. With him passing on $14 million this year, he's going to want to add that onto his guaranteed money that he would have gotten from the Steelers. So I think I think the Jets are going to offer a 3-year, or it could be like a mock 3-year, whatever it is. I think it's going to be 3 years fully guaranteed at $17 million a pop. I think that works out to be $51 million. Now you could see phantom years added onto that contract to spread out the signing bonus. And then maybe it's a 5-year, $75 million deal where the last 2 years are kind of, you could cut him. Or if he's, on the roster, he gets paid. I don't know. It depends what he's really looking for. Last year I thought Cousins was going to go totally for money. He wound up taking the shorter deal. So not exactly the way I had initially thought that transaction was going to go. Let me know what you guys think down below. Are we going to be used to drive up the asking price of the Colts or another team that he's looking to get? Or are we actually looked at as a favorite because we need so many weapons and we need things like that? Whatever. Let me know what you guys think down below. As always, guys, go Jets.